Hi everybody, it's Stephanie. Tonight I'm going over Lab 7. Now, if you look at the example that I've included, if I have done groups and time, in groups we have 3 different groups. We have group, individual, and none. So go ahead and set that up. Then after you set that up, go to Data View, and we are going to insert our 5 groups, and then which is a 5, a 3, a 6, a 1, and a 3. Then we are going to do our 5 individual scores, our times, which is a 7, a 4, a 2, a 4, and a 2. And then we are going to do our 5 none scores, which is going to be a 9, a 5, an 8, a 9, and a 5. From there, we are going to go to Analyze. Whoop. And Analyze. Compare means. One-way ANOVA. We are going to put our group into factor and our seconds into dependent. We're going to click on post hoc and we're going to select LSD. We are also going to do options. We are going to click descriptive and mean plots. We're going to click continue after that. Then we're going to press OK. This will give us the status output screen. And if you look at the questions that mirror the questions on the homework, was the ANOVA significant? Well, we are going to look at the significance value right here. And remember, if P is less than 0.05, it is significant. So in this case, yes, it was significant. We are going to report in APA format the F statistic. So we are going to first include the between means degree of freedom, and then we are going to include the within groups degree of freedom. And that is equal to the F value that's right here. And remember to round to 2 decimal places. In this case, it is significant, so we put P is less than 0.05. And that is how we report. Now, our third question is, after looking at the results from the post hoc test, which 2 groups significantly differ from one another? If you go down here to the post hoc test, on your output, you are going to look in your significance, and we can tell that the group and the none have the greatest significance. So we are going to put that the group and the none group essentially are the most significant. Group and none. Of course, we'd want to write this out a little bit more formally for the homework. Now, going back to SPSS, we are going to create new data. And in variable, we are going to create group, individual, and none. And we are all going to make sure these are in scale. Then we're going to go over to data, and we're going to insert it just like we see in the homework. So we have a 7, a 5, a 3, a 4, and a 7. A 2, a 6, an 8, a 6, and a 6. And then we have a 1, a 9, a 2, a 5, and a 4. Now, from there, we are going to go to Analyze, General Linear Model, whoop, and Repeated Measures. We are going to put a 3 in here, and we're going to label this group, and we're going to add. So groups. And then we're going to click Define, where you're going to move group into 1, individual into 2, and none into 3. From there, we are going to go to plots, and we are, hold on, somebody's almost at my door, so hold on just a second. Alright, so we are going to move groups over to horizontal, and then we are going to press add, and then continue. We are going to go over to, no, not there. We're going to go over to options, and we're going to put groups and display means, compare main effects, LSD, and then we are going to click on descriptive statistics, and we are going to press continue. And then we're going to press OK. Now, we are going to get the output screen. And the questions we were asking that mirror the homework questions, we want to know about the F value in proper APA format. And we also want to know about which groups spend the most time staying on task. So we are going to go back to this, and we're going to do proper APA format. And we're going to look at right here, the 2 for the first degree of freedom, and then the 8 for the second degree of freedom. I apologize for my roommate in the background. And we're going to look at the F value, which is, of course, we round to 2 values, so it's going to be 0.40. 0.40. And then the significant value, we're going to look right here. And it is greater than 0.05, so we are going to say that it is not significant. Alright. Which groups spend the most time staying on task? Well, we can look at the means over here, or we can go down here, and we see here that the second group had the greatest mean, and that is the greatest amount of time spent staying focused on the task. So we are going to say that group 2 are the individual group is the group that spent the most time, the most amount of time staying on task. I hope that this video helps you all out, and I look forward to doing the other lab. I believe it's the last lab with you all next week. Bye!